back to part 2 of this best of 3 between Iceshadow and Moonshadow. Iceshadow was able to take this map because he lost in the last game. We saw that he could not take Moonshadow's powerful Protoss build, really just because he wasn't able to saturate his expansions. He kept building units rather than putting up some defensive structures or something, and he never got his expansions saturated, so he was out-resourced, and he was two-basing it against a Protoss who was two-basing it, which is always a bad position to be in. Zerg players should really always be one base ahead of their opponent as a general rule because their units are so weak. You know, they can so easily be taken down by like Colossus, and Zealots can hard counter so many different things. So, hey, we do have a drone coming out, and looks like Moonshadow must have been playing on random. So he is he is Terran now, and we will see if he can win as the Terran. Apparently he doesn't like the Terran. He just said that he did not get the race that he wanted. We shall see in this best of 3, and if Iceshadow can pull out 2 wins in a row, he will advance in the winner's bracket. If not, he will lose, and Moonshadow will progress. So we do see a refinery going up, and this drone is going to scout in. He might try and, well, I guess gas blocking would not be very effective against a Terran player. We do have that first Rax out, doing a standard wall in. Hopefully, he should put a bunker or supply depot or something down there. Some people think it's like completely wrong to put down bunkers and that you should never build a bunker, but sometimes if I feel like it, I'll put down a bunker here instead of a supply depot. I know it's 100 crystals, but I don't know, it saved me more than once. But we do have a orbital command going up at 11 supply. Very interesting here. Usually you see your orbital command at 16 or 15, but no, it's at 11, and we have a Reaper coming out. Looks like he might do a strategy that I have heard of, is just to go solid Reapers. You go here, you get like 3 Raxes with Tech Labs, and you do nothing but Reapers, and apparently it's pretty impossible for Zerg players to stand up to that. We do have an engineering bay going up, so he's probably going to get upgrades early on or something. We do have the first Reaper coming out and another one queued up because, wow, he should really just like charge with this thing. There's not even a queen on the map yet. But if you go absolutely mass Reapers, there is nothing the Zerg can build in the early game to deal with it. And if you just mass them up, you can start one-shotting buildings. And with the proper micro in the early game, the Zerg can do nothing to you. Because queens, I think you can outshoot queens. Range of 3, I think, and these guys have a range of 5. You can outshoot queens, you can outshoot Zerglings, you can outmove everything once you get those Nitro Packs upgrades. Is he doing the Nitro Packs? No, he's not. Aw, how bad, how poor. Oh well, maybe he will, though. Oh, he's going to a factory, so it looks like he's just going to do Reaper Harass and Reapers to defend his base, which is a good choice. But if you just go mass Reapers against a Zerg player, then they can't touch you because your Reapers are so fast. Look at them just hovering there. They're pretty cool. So now he will probably be moving out, or he might wait till that 4th Reaper. No, he still doesn't have Nitro Packs. There they go. Now they're on the research, but it's a little bit late, and we'll see if I think that should finish. It's got 80 seconds left. We'll see if that finishes before that. He is going to scout out, come the wide way, and come up this position, and looks like he probably will be able to get a good amount of kills before these Zerglings can respond, because so long as he doesn't get surrounded. If he runs back here, he's probably going to get surrounded. It's too bad he can't jump off here and then jump up right here, because I think that's a complete wall-in. This is huge. This, I believe, is a complete wall-in. If you drop Marines back here, he'd have to kill his own buildings to get you. So one drone goes down, and these Zerglings, he's going to take some pop shots on the hatchery and the refinery. If he can get that extractor down, that's going to be a big deal. He's probably going to take a couple shots on those queens. So there goes another hit on that extractor. He needs to pull his Zerglings back, probably. But then again, he might not want to lose them. 2 shots on the extractor, a 3rd shot on the extractor, 1 more and he'll kill it. There he goes, and he looks like he's going to lose 1 Reaper, though. Well, but he might actually be able to kill that queen. He needs to make sure not to take any more hits. These Banelings, oh, and a Baneling bust coming up. We have a bite. This is a big deal. He doesn't have anything to counter this. He doesn't even have any units in his base. These Zerglings are charging, and poor Micro, these two guys will run. He really needs to get back to his base, and here come the Banelings. They're going to bust right through that wall, and that supply depot will not hold against these guys. But they get stuck behind the Zerglings, so now they're just stuck there. He's trying to Micro these guys around, but the Zerglings are stuck there. He's trying to get in. He's buying him a little bit of time, and he's brought some SCVs up to repair. A couple guys explode, and there they go. They do explode, but does not do near enough damage, and he only has 3 Zerglings, but they do have metabolic boost. And looks like he's got, looks like these SCVs really need to turn and fight if they're going to get that, if they're going to win there. Looks like he's probably distracted by something else on the map. I'm not sure what, though. And I don't know why he's not attacking these guys, but they will get taken down by this Marauder and those Marines. He really needs to get somebody to prepare that engineering bay and somebody to fix that wall in. He just started repairing the engineering bay, but these Zerglings come in. But of course that Hellion should be able to take care of them very easily. But he needs to get an SCV down there to repair that engineering bay, and here it comes. He also needs to start another supply depot and fix that wall in again. Now this right here is really big, and I hope he notices this, because this, unless I'm mistaken, is a complete wall-in. So he could drop units back here, and then snipe probes. He could even drop a tank back here. Snipe probes, take down the hatchery, destroy these buildings. I mean, destroy everything. He could wipe out this entire base, and the Zerg would have to attack through their own buildings to get through them, unless he had like Hydralisks or something. But he could seriously drop a tank and some Marines back there. But I don't know if he'll see that. I think that this is a huge thing to watch for as the Terran player and as the Protoss player, because with a complete wall-in, he can totally, he could totally destroy a ton of stuff. Because he, like I said, he can just drop guys behind it. I'm going to speed this up some till we get to some more action. This has been a very exciting game so far. So it looks like he is muled up. He's not producing SCVs. That's a very poor choice. And looks like Iceshadow might be pulling it back together in this game, so long as what he really needs to do here is saturate his expansions and make sure his victory. He really needs to build some more drones. And here we're going to have a drop. Hopefully he saw this. Hopefully, because that would be so epically cool if he dropped them behind there. It looks like that Overlord is just going to miss those medevacs. So close, yet so far. And those Reapers will probably harass on one side. Wow, they're going fast. Looks like these medevacs are not going to go in there and drop behind that, though. So it looks like a good fight going on here, and a couple Banelings go off, or one Baneling goes off, but only kills one Marine. No stim yet, and these guys are going to be able to do a ton of damage here. Massive damage done here, and he's going to be able to take down this expansion. And Iceshadow is back to being in a very poor position. Looks like he's got some roaches on the way, but are not good against Marauders. Marauders are the perfect counter against roaches because they do a impressive 20 damage. Here come those 3 roaches, but they will get taken down very quick. And of course, with those medevacs, he's able to heal his units, and looks like he's only going to lose 1 Marine from that 3 roach assault. That guy will get taken down so fast, and looks like this Marauder's about to come down as well. Those... Oh, he almost loses a Marine there, and this Marauder looks like he's just going to die. Oh, and how close was he? Actually, no, he's going to live. No, there he goes. And the rest of these roaches will fall. But he's done so much damage for so little loss. If we look on the units loss tab, I'm sure that we will see that Iceshadow is far behind. And wow, he is in an excellent position now. He needs to push on towards the main and see what more damage he can do. But these Zerglings come out, and that might be enough to overwhelm this force. He should probably pick up and run right now. No, he's actually going to fend it off again. But now I would really push into the main if I were him. Of course, we do see that a Mutalisk is out, and that's a very good choice for Iceshadow. this Overlord will fall. And on the tech, no tanks yet. No siege tech either. Looks like just Medivacs, Marines, Marauders. Standard M&M. Looks like heavy on Marines, not so much on Marauders. And he still is not. He is still going off of 9 Harvesters. He really needs to build some more SCVs if he's going to stay in this game. He is still being out-resourced, even though he took down that expansion. Looks like, oh, these Marines are going to get so outmassed. He really needs to pick those guys up and run. But no, he's just going to leave that poor Marauder to die. And these Medivacs will run for their lives. They emphasis on run for their lives. They need to run, not heal that Marauder. Looks like, so he did lose one Medivac for a pointless loss. And he didn't tell the other one to run, so he will lose that as well. These Marines should hopefully be able to take on these guys. Though, with the support of 2 Medivacs, if he only had Stim, is Stim being researched? Because combat shields too, he really needs to get, and he really needs to produce more SCVs. I don't know why he's not. There we go, we finally have 1 SCV on production. It is now 9 to 19, but he has mules, so he's harvesting more. The rest of his force is coming out, and looks like he's probably going to make a push again, which is a very good choice because he just expanded. Iceshadow just expanded again. These Mulisks are dancing back and forth. More Banelings coming out, which are an excellent choice, but I think he's got enough Marines that will be able to shoot them all down in time. These Mulisks looks like they're going to come around and do some harassment, but there is a turret there, which he can repair. So we will see. Of course, he can attack from this side in safety. We're about to find out, though. That turret's going to start firing. He needs to start repairing that immediately. But no, there we go. One guy's repairing it. He needs to get a bunch of guys repairing that. He will not. One Mutalisk will go down. He is repairing it now. Oh, and it's going to be close. And yes, he just makes it in time. But it will burn to the ground if he doesn't get somebody else repairing it. And nope, just too late, and it burns down. But now he's pulling back into the economy game, and he needs to push in and start, he needs to cancel this expansion. Oh, and he's going to get it just after it came up. What an excellent move. He's got a bunch of Banelings here, but that's not going to be enough so long as he's on attack move. If he's on right mouse click, they will kill him. And it looks like 1 Baneling goes off, 2 Banelings go off. He killed 5 Marines with those 2 Banelings. He needs to just A-move. You can outshoot those Banelings. And here we go. Those 2 will go down. And so it looks like he lost another 5 Marines, which is a big deal. 10 Marines is a huge loss. More Zerglings and Banelings coming, and most of them will get taken down. But they attacked at the exact same time that the Broodlings did, and there go down a whole slew of Marines. And that is a huge loss. They attacked at the exact same time as the Broodlings, but that hatchery went down again. And now he might be in a position to push into the main. Of course, he only has 4 or 5 Marines to 4 Marauders, which that is not a good fight. One-on-one a Marauder would definitely, a Mutalisk will definitely kill a Marauder. And I'm going to pause here and join me again for part 2 of this replay between Moonshadow and Iceshadow.